Souths take on the Broncos on Friday evening for the Beanie for Brain Cancer round and round 15. I'm Renee Gartner and I'm joined by Josh Mansour to unpack all the games for this weekend. And Josh, we have one team in Souths boosted with confidence off a win. There's another team licking their wounds from a terrible defeat last week. But let's go to Souths first. What kind of damage are you expecting from the attacking trio? You've got Latrell Mitchell, you've got Cody Walker, you've got Jack White, and then you add the return of a really defensively sound player in Cam Murray who joins the forwards as well too. There's a lot going on there.
I feel like the one thing that Souths have been lacking is their workers. I feel the absence of Campbell Graham not being there, Cameron Murray as well, I think it's really dented their confidence, but to have those guys, obviously Cameron Murray back and Campbell Graham shortly after, it's a massive confidence boost in my opinion. And not only that, I think all the talk is around Latrell Mitchell. Is he going to be back for Game 2 State of Origin? In my opinion, I think he was slotting perfectly in the centres, but again, I'm not the coach. I'm sure Michael Maguire has his thoughts on that, but again, I really can see the South Sydney Rabbitohs going in the right direction, especially after a horrible start to the season.
Yeah, well, they're up against it, and it's a perfect time to take on the Broncos as well too.
Yeah.
Kevy was back to the drawing board after repeating 2 games in a row, dropping off in that second half. They were run down both times. He was really scathing in their press conference. He said they were cheap errors, particularly on the players who were non-representative players. He said that the guys from Origin backed up, they stood up, but the others didn't. He was really harsh, and we rarely see this side sort of lose 2 in a row. How do you see them cleaning up those errors? The scathing attack that he's put on the players that need to it and then addressing it.
I think he's 100% right. I think everyone has to step up their game, and I think the errors are coming from frustration, and I think that frustration is stemming from not being able to close out games. Like, teams are still going toe-to-toe with them. They're not, everyone's preparing for the Broncos. You know, the Broncos were coming this competition this year. You know, they were the favourites to take out the premiership. So, you know, I feel like they haven't really adjusted to that. They have had injuries, don't get me wrong. Reece Walsh hasn't played that many games this year, along with Adam Reynolds. They're arguably 2 of their best players. So, in my opinion, Kevy's 100% right. Everyone needs to step up their game and obviously lift and alleviate as much pressure off their shoulders.
Okay, so where's this game won?
It's an interesting game. Both teams got a lot of points in them. You know, I want to touch on South Sydney last week. That was very clunky in attack, yet they still scored 40 points. So the biggest thing for Souths is can they hold out the Broncos with their attacking flair? And I'm going to stick with the South Sydney Rabbitohs this week. Again, I feel like they're heading in the right direction, and I think a massive confidence boost last week will do them good instead.
All right, it's a big tip from you. I didn't think you'd go that way.
Straight from the heart, that one.
I love it. All right, if you want to see this match live, head to nrl.com/tickets. If you can't get to the game, though, remember you can watch it on Channel 9, Foxtel, Sky New Zealand or KO. Kick-off is at 8 p.m.